Okay, here we go. What do we got next? We got Chumley taking on Mako Tsunami in a Duelist Kingdom run for Chumley. How well will Chumley do throughout Duelist Kingdom? Orb of Yasaka, equip only to a spirit monster. Oh man, I really want to make a deck with spirit monsters. Because spirit monsters, their art is really cool, their effects are really cool, their concept is really cool. They just don't really make that powerful of decks. And speaking of Diane Keto, someone said that's Chumley's girl. No, I'm almost certain that Diane Keto is like a 60 to 70 year old man. Unless I've misread something and the context has escaped me, but so what's Chum started with here? He's got Dian Keto, which he's just activated, 1,000 points. He's got Big Koala, which is a 2,700. Vampiric Koala, there's Prevent Rat, and there's Kangaroo. I slipped Prevent Rat into his deck as it's a beast and it's a defense. It's the only reason why it's there, and I needed to fill a 40 card quota. Alright, where was I up to in the comments? Here we go. Connor Chavez 7984 says, are these people you know in person or like a group you found online? What deal was that for? Jaden and Strings. I don't know what the context is. Are these people you know in person or like a group? What? I must have said something in that video. Are these people you know? Beast Soul Swap. Vampiric Koala comes off the field and Prevent Rat. Oh, that's such a good play. That is such a good basic Duelist Kingdom-like play that you would see in the anime. Take that, 7-colored fish. You will not be eating Vampiric Koala today. Well, they would have destroyed each other, but... now, for that, are these people you know, or are they like online? I think that is referring to the me and the other guys, Cameron and Daniel mostly, who would play... We used to do the Yu-Gi-Oh videos live. I think that's what that's referring to. Cameron and Daniel... Cameron I went to school with. Daniel I met at a youth group years and years ago. But they both avid Yu-Gi-Oh players. And there's also a Yu-Gi-Oh group down here in Rockingham where I live, which meet up at a game shop, I think every Thursday or something. But basically what I do, I give the Switch to Dan, and he'll either take it to the group or he'll have it at his house. He'll have friends over and they'll just binge play Yu-Gi-Oh. And what I'll do is I'll send them the list of games and all the decks that are made on the 2 Switches that I have, and they'll do all the Yu-Gi-Oh playing. So my Switch, my personal one, is that Respawn 255 one. Cameron's one is this other Switch that he had in his house, and what he did, he's lent it to me for the last, literally for like an entire year and a half, nearly 2 years. And I played Legacy of the Duelist on his account and gathered all the cards. That's how I have 2 Switches with all the cards on it. So that's why you see Cameron's name up in the top there. So that's why I don't always know who's actually played every match. It'd be a range of people from the Yu-Gi-Oh group, Cameron, Daniel. I just commentate. When we used to do it live, that was a lot of fun, but it just became unviable because like of availabilities. People have work, people have stuff to do, you know, like it just, for us to keep meeting up almost on a daily basis to do it live was just completely unmanageable. So the way we do it now is a lot better. They can, if they go on like a Yu-Gi-Oh binge just for like a night or something, they can record up to like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 games in a night or so. Guess it depends who's actually playing, but yeah, I'll send them the list of people who need to verse each other and all that. They have like my season cards and they go down them. I chuck them on the drive, and then I don't know, every now and then when I'm running out of videos, I go down, pick up the drive. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of recording, On the other hand, though, it looks like Mako might be about to lose on the next turn, probably. In terms of recording the gameplay, if anyone's wondering how that happens, all you need is a laptop and an Elgato capture card along with a Nintendo Switch dock. So I've only got one Switch dock. So you plug the Switch dock into the Elgato card. The Elgato card then goes out into the laptop, and you can then you just download the whatever. Depending on the Elgato card that you've got, it'll tell you what software to download. Put that on your computer and just hit capture. It's a pretty easy thing to use, the Elgato capture cards. Mind you, they got a little bit of a mind of their own sometimes, but 3,000 attack, big koala on the field, rivaling that of a blue eyes white dragon. There's a boulder tortoise, which has just been brought back, and it's looking like Mako might be cooked in this one. Yeah, he definitely is. Tree Otter has 1,200. There's Magic Jammer. Mako is going to get beaten in this first one, so maybe one day I'll do that as a video. I'll show everyone what the setup actually is with this. With the laptop and the Elgato card. It's, like I said, it's pretty easy to use, so you just... And it doesn't take up a lot of room either. The Elgato card's only a little... fits in your palm. But yeah, one day I might do that as a video, show how the setup works and how the recordings all happen. When it comes to commentary, I use a Rodecaster Pro. Rodecaster Pro 2. It's a... it's meant to be a podcast recorder. As we see, Chumley picks up the victory. Easy one in the end. He did that quite easy. Easy one in the end. He did that quite easy. That's my 2025 quote so far. Salmon Greenham says, glad to see you back. Happy New Year. I've been playing Master Duel, but man, do I miss the sound effects of this game. You know what Yu-Gi-Oh music I miss? Is Duelist of the Roses. Duelist of the Roses had some really good music in it, and so did Forbidden Memories. And speaking of Master Duel, I have downloaded that on my PS5. I downloaded it yesterday. I haven't played it yet. I was downloading it, waiting for it to go, and then I played Final Fantasy XII instead. But yes, I will start playing Master Duel because it will be easier to do duels with fans, because not everyone has a Legacy. And Legacy of the Duelist also is not cross-platform, whereas Master Duel is. I did see that Master Duel did have a little message saying in-game purchases and all this. I tell you what, man, and everyone in my age group will 100% agree with me on this. Gone are the days where you just played the game. There was no in-game purchases. You just stuck in a disc and you just sat there and you just played and developed memories of a great game title, be it a single player game or a multiplayer game. Just gone are the days where all this sort of like in-game purchase money greed wasn't a thing, and it was a great time to be a gamer when you could just put a disc in and you could just play the game from start to finish. You don't have to pay to have an advantage over other players and all this. But maybe that's just me being old, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that would agree with me. I fondly remember those days as two vampiric koalas. To be fair, Chumley is drawing really, really good. As Mako has activated Waboku, and we know what he can do. He does have Terra King Salmon. He does have a couple of decent monsters floating around there in the deck. Okay, and there's one more comment. At the time of recording this, anyway. Chumley didn't fade away. He just left after Season 1. I think he only dueled twice and lost them both. That said, his arc of going on to be a card designer... Ah, that's right. I remember now. He did that with Pegasus, didn't he? Pegasus hired him to be a card artist. His arc of going on to be a card designer and then coming back for an episode showing how successful he had become was pretty decent. That's right. I remember now. Yes, Chumley entered that contest, didn't he, with Pegasus to become a card artist. That's when he designed the Azrock card. Yeah, I vaguely remember the episode, but that's right. That's why I haven't a Chum. Which is why Chum, I reckon he'll match up good against Duelist Kingdom. And Chumley against Battle City. With this deck, maybe I'll buff it up a little bit, but probably keep roughly the same monsters. And that is all of the comments at this time of recording. Usually I have a couple trickle in like right around the upload time, but that's that. Wild Nature's Release. Oh, okay, so that can switch the attack and defense. It's like a Shield and Sword for beast monsters, and only one of them. Well, actually, no, it's not Shield and Sword. It adds a defense to the attack. Similar effect to Shield and Sword, but Mako is losing a lot of life points. Chumley, to be fair, has drawn brilliantly for this match. Mako didn't really have much of a chance. He will survive this turn, but I don't like Mako's chances in this one. It looks like he will be gone on the next turn. Alright, draw phase for Mako. But yes, I will start playing Master Duel. We'll start collecting up some cards and build up a deck, and once it's ready, we're doing fan duels. I have it on PS5, but if it's cross-platform, it shouldn't matter. As says Rush Recklessly. So yeah, I'll start playing Master Duel. And then, fan series. That's going to be so good. It's going to be so good to have duels with fans of the series, fans of the channel. As there goes Root Water, and Mako, 1,200 life points left, and he is done. This one is over. Chumley has absolutely played brilliantly in this. Drew probably one of the best hands he could have, and knocks off Mako, who's a decent opponent. If only Mako could have got Terra King Salmon or something. But that's the way the game went. We have Jaden's Battle City taking on Seeker because Loomis and Umbra played earlier, and I thought 2 Loomis and Umbra duels, well, it's just not really necessary, as it will play Loomis and Umbra tomorrow. Thanks everyone for tuning in, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.